Are you planning to sell your house in the near future and wondering what updates you should or shouldn't do? If so, stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing with you what updates add value and, more importantly, which do not, so you don't waste your money. And I'm going to be sharing a little secret with you, what buyers really care about. So I'm Carrie Browning with the Browning team, Coldwell Banker McMahon in Oldham County, Kentucky. Matt and I have been real estate agents for combined about 10 years, and we've been in lots of homes and seen some really cool updates and upgrades that were super impressive. But honestly, they just didn't add value when it came to resale. So we're going to jump right in. First, we're going to talk about things that really do not add value. And if you're going to be selling your home in the near future and want to do some updates, these are the things that really don't make sense. Number one, major luxury updates. And I'm talking about super high end. For example, spending $40,000 on a kitchen reno when you live in a mid price range home. You're only going to see about $15,000 to $20,000 worth of return on that investment. So spending $40,000 on a huge upgrade of your kitchen really doesn't make sense. Number two is highly personalized features. So some things make sense to you and you may love, but will a buyer love it? So that's a question you need to ask and ask yourself before doing something. Is this something that a buyer, somebody that doesn't live in your house right now, is this something that majority of people are going to love? If so, then yeah, it's probably a good upgrade or update to do. If you ask yourself that same question, you're like, some people may like it, some people may not. That's questionable. I would kind of think about that one. And then if you really think about it and it's like, no, I love it, but will somebody else love it? Probably not. That's a sign you shouldn't waste your money on doing it. Number three is expensive landscaping projects right before you list your house. Yes, definitely clean the mulch beds out, put fresh mulch down, spruce it up a little bit, but going out and doing a huge landscape project is not going to pay off for you. Number four is converting bedrooms into specialty rooms. Yes, those bedrooms that you've converted into a giant closet are fantastic. I would love to have one myself, but for resale value, it doesn't add up. So if you've already done that, that's something that you may want to consider, is to converting that back to a regular bedroom, because the more bedrooms are going to add value to your home. Now let's talk about some updates that almost always add value to a home. Number one, and this is a big one, paint. Paint is the king. If I could recommend one thing that a seller does before listing their house, is fresh paint. Fresh paint makes the home feel clean and well taken care of, gets rid of all the dirt and grime. And I'm talking neutral paints, cream color, off-white, something kind of bland, honestly, because a buyer's going to come in and kind of put their own spin on it. So avoid those bright colors, the Barney purples and the neon greens. Freshen up with some fresh, clean, move-in ready paint. And compared to most projects, it's relatively inexpensive to do. Number two is flooring. Flooring matters more than you think. Buyers notice flooring immediately when they walk in that door. If the carpet looks stained, worn out, stretched, or smells like years of pets and life happened on it, buyers are going to notice. Now that doesn't mean you need to go out and replace all the floors with luxury vinyl plank or anything like that throughout the whole household. You don't need to do all that, but replacing the areas that are worn out and damaged is going to make a huge difference. One thing we tell clients all the time is buyers can overlook outdated. They struggle to overlook dirty. So that's a big distinction. Recommendation number three is focus on the kitchens. And this is where a lot of people get into trouble because they think we need to redo our kitchen. Let's spend, like I said before, $40,000 on a whole gut kitchen in order to sell it. You are not going to get your return on investment on that. So before you go spending all that money on a kitchen, take a step back and look at doing some simple improvements instead of a complete overhaul. Maybe just painting the cabinets, replacing the hardware. That's an easy fix. Updating the lighting, changing out the faucet. Maybe you do need some fresh countertops. Maybe you've got the old Formica type countertops, and maybe doing a granite or quartz update would be worth it, but not a giant kitchen overhaul. Recommendation number 4 is to focus on the bathrooms. Bathrooms are another big area that buyers pay close attention to. And again, we're not talking about a major gut renovation. Simple and relatively inexpensive improvements can go a long way. Changing out the mirrors, updating the lighting fixtures, fresh caulk around the tub. That's a huge one. The caulk gets kind of dingy and dirty over the years. Pulling that out and putting some fresh in makes a huge difference. New faucets, fresh paints, little things like that can make a bathroom feel well cared for. And that's what a buyer's going to notice when a home has been well cared for. Recommendation number 5 is to pay attention to all that deferred maintenance. It's a value killer. Pay attention to general maintenance type things: leaky faucets, missing shingles, broken handrails, damaged drywall, loose deck boards. Get all those things fixed, because I'm telling you, when a buyer comes in and they notice the small little things that you haven't done over the years, those are red flags. And the buyers start wondering, if they've let this go, what else have they not been maintained? So one small issue can create doubt in the entire house. So before selling, I want you to take a step back and put yourself in the eyes of a buyer to go through your house. Some strategic updates can make a huge difference without spending a ton of money. Okay, so let's recap. So if you're thinking about selling, don't assume you need to spend tens of thousands of dollars to get the house ready. And here's a little secret. So buyers would rather have a clean, maintained, well cared for home than a fully updated home. So sometimes the highest return comes from cleaning, decluttering, fresh paint, flooring updates, and minor repairs. The goal is not to make the house perfect, because there is no perfect house. The goal is to make it appealing to the largest number of buyers. So if you are thinking about putting your house on the market in the next little bit and wondering what improvements make sense before selling your specific house, we would be happy to help. Every property is different, and what adds value in one home may not make sense for another home. So give us a call. We'd love to come out, kind of walk around with you and tell you what would make sense for your house before you put it on the market. I'm Carrie Browning with the Browning team, Coldwell Banker McMahon. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and follow for more real estate tips and guidance. I'll see you in the next video.